What's your name and occupation?
¿Qué onda, plebes? My name is Mario Navarro, and I am a physician assistant.
Wow, man, that's really impressive.
Thank you, brother.
What specialty are you going to aim for as a PA?
So I am actually a family medicine physician assistant, but the beauty about the PA profession is that we have this thing that people like to throw around called lateral mobility, which essentially means the flexibility to change specialty without having to do further training. So we are not required to do a fellowship or a residency like our MD/DO colleagues. And so even though I'm in family medicine right now, at any point in time, I could switch to like emergency medicine, surgery, dermatology. We can do it all.
Oh, that's some good info, man. It's good. So in case you want to switch, you can. So what's the salary like as a PA?
As a new grad physician assistant, so in my case, I don't have any experience. I was, fresh out of school. I actually completed my program this past September. And so from interviewing and actually being offered a formal job, and they're offering me $70 an hour, which is around 135, 136 before taxes.
That's as a new grad.
Yes.
That's a lot of freaking money, man.
I actually have one of my classmates who, after he finishes his probationary training period, he's going to be making 100 working in the ED. Yeah, bro.
Hopefully this motivates some of you guys out there to finish this PA route, man, because it's worth it at the end. So what school did you go to and how long did it take?
So I went to the UC Davis PA program, which is located in Sacramento, California. The formal name of that program is the UC Davis Betty Irene Moore School of Nursing Physician Assistant Program, kind of a mouthful. Yeah, that program is 27 months long. You do a year of didactic bookwork, coursework, and then you do a year of clinicals. So in total, I did 4 years of my bachelor's degree, about a year part-time going to a local community college to complete some prerequisite coursework, and then I did my 27-month program at UC Davis. So in total, it's about 7.5 years.
Oh my gosh.
It takes a minute.
Yeah, but it's worth it though.
It is.
You get to wear the white coat, you're a provider. And we need some more Latinos in the healthcare world.
We definitely do. We definitely do. Actually, the stats are encouraging. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've seen an increase in the amount of Latino providers that are matriculating into programs, but it's still less than 10%. And so it's not high enough. It's getting higher, but it's not high enough.
See, and that's why I want to do this interview with you. I appreciate the fact that you're doing this and you're showing that the Latino community that we can do this.
Of course.
You know?
Sí se puede.
And I see your YouTube, your Instagram, you're popping, and I really appreciate that. I wish you the
Thank
best of luck.
Hermano.
So what education background do you have that led up to PA school?
Yeah, so I went to UCLA for my bachelor's degree and majored in psychobiology. And after that, I actually worked as an EMT. I did that for 2 years doing 911, critical care transports, working with RTs, respiratory therapists, nurses, the whole gamut of pre-hospital care I was involved in. And then right when COVID hit, I had the opportunity to get hired on at an emergency room. And so worked as an ER tech, did that for a year. And during that time, I started applying to PA programs and was accepted in my first try. So very blessed.
Good stuff. Oh, speaking of the program, how much did it cost?
So the program right now, I just checked the numbers before this interview. UC Davis is asking for $236,000 for the entire 27-month program, which, just to put it in perspective, is definitely on the higher end. There are much, much cheaper programs. One thing that I'll highlight as well is that I was very blessed to have gotten a full ride scholarship through the National Health Service Corps scholarship program. And this program is essentially available to not just PAs. You can have MDs, DOs, NPs. I think some behavioral therapists and dentists can apply for this. But essentially, the government will pay for your schooling, and then you commit to working X amount of years, in my case 2 years, to work at a federally qualified health center, which is a clinic that is usually in an underserved area servicing underinsured populations.
Wow, man, congratulations. I'm glad you're not in debt like that.
Yeah.
You've earned your success. With that said, you have any last words or advice for people watching?
Yeah, so I have three main words of advice. The first and probably the most important is to be patient. Your journey into healthcare is your own. And I see this all the time with my mentees, with students that I've met, is this desire, this rush to get to the next thing, to get to the next point. And the reality is that, again, this is a journey. The days are long, but the years are short. I feel like I just blinked and, we're here talking and I'm about to start my first job as a PA. And so really what I would say is try to just appreciate the opportunities that you currently have. Try not to look to your left, to your right, to classmates who are already getting accepted to programs. You do you. Your journey is your own. And you will get there. You will get there. If you remain persistent and every day you just try to show up and be the best that you can be and move that needle in the right direction, you're going to get there. It's not a matter of if, but when. Second thing I'll say is make sure you do your research for a lot of these programs. And this goes not just for PA, but also for MD or any really career in healthcare. Do your research with the programs that you're interested in applying to. They sometimes have individual requirements that may vary. And then the third thing that I'll say is that closed mouths don't get fed. And I stole this from one of my buddies. He's my fellow PA. And it's actually very true. Some of the best opportunities that I have been able to have as a pre-PA student was when I kind of put my nervousness aside and I put myself out there to ask that doctor, to ask that PA, hey, can I shadow you? Hey, are you taking, mentees? And so really, even though you may feel, anxious or intimidated by some of these providers or this, white coat, at the end of the day, we are human, we are people, and at some point we were in your shoes as pre-PA, pre-med students. And so it never hurts to ask. And the worst thing that a provider can say is no. But it only takes one yes to get a shadowing opportunity or a life-changing kind of mentoring, mentee opportunity. And I'll plug in the Mexican PA YouTube channel. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and also the YouTube channel. I try to give a lot of helpful content for pre-PA and PA students. And you can do that at the Mexican PA. Ánimo, plebes.
Thank you.
Ahí estamos.
Thank you so much. You guys, please give a huge thanks. Mario Navarro here took time out of his day. Take notes.